Hey guys, so 13th time lucky for the witch. You're not going to believe this. I'm busy recording this on my phone at the moment because I've needed to record this video. The first 9 times didn't work, restarted the laptop, did another 3 times, got into on the 12th time, managed to get into the video, and then it just froze my entire computer. So interesting times, and I am not going to not do this recording today because it's a very, very important recording that has been asked of me and I need to step up and do it. So just bear with me. Okay. Trigger warning for everybody. This is going to be related to the Bondi Beach shootings as a trigger for the recording of the video. Okay. And when I say trigger, I don't mean that in terms of guns. I mean like as an activation point for it. Okay. The other thing I want to say to you is I was sitting down today and I was going to be doing the Baba Yaga meditation. That didn't happen. I was approached and really and truly Jesus, Ascended Master Jesus has come through and he is going to be chatting to us today. What I want to say to you is if you see me fanning myself, please don't think that I am being disrespectful or anything like that. His frequency is incredibly high and he's been with me all morning. And it's making me internally very hot, so just bear with me around that. The other thing is I'm not going to rush through this, but I don't know how long my phone will, I don't know how much storage my phone's got to have, and then I'll load it up onto YouTube from my phone and try and make it work like that. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. First and foremost, this is not a religious video in any which way, shape or form. You guys all know me well enough to know that I don't really care what religion you are, do what you dig. As long as you're happy and you don't hurt anybody, it really doesn't make any difference to me. I respect all religions. I can't respect the behavior of extremists in religions where lives are lost. Okay, so that's my standing. Please let it be very clear that that is my standing, beginning and end. And nobody needs to misconstrue anything or, read into anything. Okay. The other thing I want to say to you is that I have cast a protection spell around a circle around this particular video. So it doesn't matter. The intention is that whoever finds it at whatever point in time will be protected. The forces have still tried to stop this video. This is the 13th time. Lucky number for witches. But just saying, it's the 13th time I'm trying to record this. It has literally taken me an hour and a half to get to this point of just giving up and using my phone. Okay. I also want to say to you that if you're not comfortable with being in a protection circle, please absolutely step out at this point. And what I mean by that is then this is not for you, my angels, whoever that may be. If you're uncomfortable with that, then this isn't going to resonate with you. Okay. So I do want to say that this is a 2-parter, and it'll be in the same video, but there are 2 elements to it. Jesus is stepping forward to give the message, but he is talking about a celestial council. Okay, now bearing in mind that even my hair's playing up today. We talk about celestial councils, and it's a collective of souls. It's kind of almost like the energy of the Brotherhood of the White Light that are protective of the earth space. Okay, and they assist us in what we need, what we are going through, and what we need to know, and what we need to do. I think this is going to be quite a profound one. I don't know that it's going to be very long. I have no idea. Actually, I say that and then it ends up being nearly an hour, so I've got no clue. What I do want to say to you though is that again, this is not about religion. This is about the fact that we are all connected. We are all souls. We are all connected, right? And the fact, I think that the Bondi shootings have activated a need for this message to be released for all of us to understand this. So the first part is going to be a channeling from Jesus directly, and the second part is going to be him taking us through a cleansing ritual, how to he's introducing us into a space that we can then, he has told me that he's introducing us into a space where we can then visit and actually go and do our own ritual when we need to, when we're feeling angry, when we're feeling hurt, when we're feeling grief, when we're feeling all kinds of things that really we have to feel in so many ways because we're on this human journey. but also that we don't need to linger in, okay? Because if we hold on to some of these emotions too long, they can corrupt our ego slightly, or a lot, depending on how long we hold on to it. I have lit a candle. Gosh, there's been a lot of death lately, guys, and a lot of murders. Just also to Rob Rayner's family. Him and his wife were murdered this weekend by their son, it seems. On top of which, I see that there's a certain DJ in South Africa that was killed yesterday in Johannesburg. We've had quite a few assassinations around whistleblowers in this country as well. There just seems to be a lot of death at the moment, and it's not ideal. So we have a candle that has been lit in honor of all the lives that have been lost to violence in any which way, shape, or form. Okay. I want to make this abundantly clear. I am not taking sides in this. There is no side to be taken. We are all one. We are all connected, and we are all one. Right? So please just bear with me as we go through this. Okay, this is my first time ever channeling Jesus, and his energy is very, very high vibrational. So just please bear with me. Okay. Again, if he refers to himself as we are talking about the collective. It's not the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It's talking about he's representing this collective. He's saying these are indeed dark days. We are around you, we are supporting you, and we love you. We want you to understand that as hard as the reality is at the moment in the human realm, it is a necessity. We understand the anger and the fear and the overwhelm and the frustration. We are here to help you. We are here to help you alleviate those feelings and to remove them from your energy. But we also need you to understand that it takes big action to create big movement. The world as you know it is never going to be the same again. The world as you know it is changing every single moment of every single day. There is so much support from behind the veil. There are things that are already in motion to love and protect those that need it. Sorry, I'm just seeing 11:11 on the clock as I'm channeling. We have got your back. These processes are difficult, but it is like any purging and healing process that you go through, even in your own personal life. Humanity is purging. Humanity is healing. What happened on Sunday was an absolute travesty. But we want you to focus on what came out of it, the positive that has come out of it. The people who step forward to try and save others. The generosity of the nation for those who have been struggling and who are wounded. We need you to start focusing on the positive. It becomes very overwhelming when, it becomes incredibly overwhelming to have to deal with so much trauma and so much devastation around you. We are here for you and we are supporting you. There is a collective call now to understand that you are all connected. The belief that we are all of God by default then means that you are all connected. And as such, You are needing to now move into a space where you act accordingly with every thought and every action that you take. The suffering is extreme at the moment. But by the same token, the love and the compassion is matching it. And as a collective, you are needing to focus on that. There will always be times of betrayal. There will always be times of hardship and devastation. But how you move through that, how you respond to that, is going to be key for your soul's experience on this planet. The moment that you can disengage on some level and see the bigger plan, the bigger picture, your role will become clearer and your space will become calmer. You are all being called on to be beings of light. As much as we can do in the other realm, the term feet on the ground is very relevant at this point in time. We need you to step into your power. We need to step into roles that will scare you, that will push you beyond what you think you're capable of. But you need to step into these roles. They have been given to you. They have been assigned to your soul for a reason. Every single human that shines their light eradicates just a little more darkness. And it is dark times. But that's not what we focus on. We focus on how much light we can shine in the dark. This is the time now to avoid being in places and spaces that no longer serve you. Taking a stand. Taking a stand when it is the right thing to do. He's saying you always tell them that the execution is everything. And what he's saying now is he's saying that when you take your stand, it's how you execute your stand. Okay? It doesn't matter what you have to say or what you have to do, it's how you execute either the conversation or the action. Okay, just so we're clear. You can correct with kindness. You can refuse with empathy. And you can collaborate with boundaries. All of these are necessary for you to actually engage with at this point in time. This is not a time for competition. It's not a time for separation and fighting. This is not a time for us, for those of us who are in this space and who are awakened. This is not a time for us to be other. When you are faced with extreme anger, make sure that you are engaging with it at a level that allows you to understand the emotion that is being protected. Make sure you know why you are angry, the true core energy of it. Because in a moment, I'm taking you into a place that's going to allow you to revisit it whenever you want. This will create an access point for you at any given time for you to merge yourself in healing waters and resolve yourself of any unnecessary burdens that you carry. For every soul that is lost, the best way that you can honor those souls is by showing up for another soul that is suffering. It is so easy to engage with the trauma associated with the atrocities that we are seeing in your plane. And by that he means the human plane, right? It's so easy to engage with them. It needs to become a natural response that instead of engaging and throwing out negativity, he said, every time you throw out a negative comment, a negative thought that is laced with poison, which is anger, you are adding to the darkness. We need more light. We need a lot more light at this point than we need darkness. Stand true to you. Do not let somebody else's behavior activate bad behavior in you. And in terms of that, I refer to energetically or even physically. Channel your anger. Find out the root cause of it. Channel it and be the light. Turn to someone in need. Show humanity that there are so many good people out there still. This world is on the cusp of a very, very big change. There is so much in action that the human realm is not party to yet and cannot even conceive of yet. But these incidences are happening. There are energetic light switches creating awareness for those that are not fully awake yet. An awareness of community, an awareness of solidarity. And by that, I am not referring to secular like grouping. He's giving me this energy of collectives within collectives, basically, and it's quite a strong energy of a combination of, and he is like showing me different religious groups and that, all kind of community-based, living together. I know we all do this anyway, but there's an energy of peace around it that I can't explain to you. It's extreme peace. It's like this absolute stillness around this connection, this energetic connection. Set your light as an example every single day. You never know who you will affect with your light. You never know who you will activate with your light. It is time for us to, as a collective, above and below, to ensure that there is no extra darkness being added. Darkness consumes very quickly, very, very quickly. He said, and I know, he's saying to me, I know that there are times where it's easier to be complacent, is the word he's using. He's saying, let me just channel him. It's easier to be complacent sometimes than it is to be proactive. But understand, if you're not moving towards the light, you're standing in the path of the dark. And we say this not as a judgment or a criticism, but as a call to action. Every ill deed you see done, multiply your good deeds by 3, if not more. It is time for the collective to rise up and to, he's using the words, I just checked, but he's saying smother the world in love. It's such a high frequency, and this world needs it so, so much. He is going to talk a little bit about the Bondi Beach now, so please guys, if you aren't interested in it's not a big thing, it's just a touch base with it. He's saying the more we see these atrocities happening, understand that this is a machination to divide and conquer. And the more separate everybody is, the easier a target they become. This is a time to unite. Dividing and conquering has been a successful mechanism for many, many years. And as these atrocities play out on global stages, you as the collective human plane need to rally together to stand against it. I reiterate, every ill thought, every ill word spoken shoots arrows straight into the dark and adds to it. Okay, I said to him, but it's impossible as humans for us to not be angry. And he's saying, I understand the anger and I understand the frustration, but again, don't dwell too long in it. Because if you dwell too long in that, it's going to overcome you. And the darkness will take parts of your soul. There's no doubt. And he's not talking about possession and stuff like that, all right? So let's be clear all on that. He's saying it's no surprise and it's no coincidence that there have been some very big, he's using the word massacres in the last few years. In the last few years, the tide has been turning for humankind. It's an age where the planet is shifting from the divine masculine energy into the divine feminine. And he's saying, if at any point in time you're unclear of what you need to do in order to shine your light, think of it this way. And this is whether you're male or female. I'm saying whether you're male or female, right? He's talking about the divine masculine energy and the divine feminine energy here. Think about what would a mother do if her child had been injured. A mother would nurture, she would console, she would heal. She would do all of the things to create a sense of wellness and love and safety around her child. Every single one of us needs to tap into our divine feminine energy, because the divine feminine is rising and we need to be mothers to this world. We need to send out love. We need to do healings. And we need to ensure that every time we see some kind of atrocity, we counteract it with a kindness. And he's asking me to please make you aware that the next thing he's about to say is very, very important. It does not matter whether you are connected in any energetic way to the religion or as a mother seeing a child die, whatever it is, it does not matter that there is no necessary personal energetic connection to what happened, let's say on Bondi Beach at the shooting. He's saying every time you see an act or like an act of horror or atrocity, actively seek an act of kindness that you can then perform. Do not mistake the fact that you are all connected. That is the point of the learning of all of this. Go and do something that will throw kindness to balance out. If everybody that is aware of the Bondi shooting turned and did one act of kindness in any area of life, firstly, what a beautiful way to honor lives lost so tragically. But also, we balance out the light and dark. And it is all of our responsibilities to do that. So again, I say, find kindness. You cannot genuinely do kind acts when you carry anger around the motivation for the kind act. The two are opposite ends of the scale. My message is always one of love. It's always one of love. But today I want to particularly focus on the kindness aspect and the fact that we need to shine our lights, whether above or below, in order to balance out the battle of light and dark. Okay. He's going to take us through a little meditation, if you were. For those of you who don't want to be a part of this, now's your chance to step out. For those of you who do, you can pause the video, maybe grab a candle, and I don't think it's going to be a long thing. I think he's trying to teach us a technique on how to release all of the excess emotion that no longer serves us. Okay. Right, we're going to go in now. So for those who've joined up to this point, so much love, light, blessings to you. Thank you for being here. For everybody else, let's get started. Okay, I'm going to he's going to take me into places and I'm going to channel through what needs to be done. Okay, take 3 nice deep breaths in and out, in through your nose, out through your mouth, just to calm and center yourselves. And to preempt this, we are going to be walking through the gardens of Babylon. We're walking through gardens in Babylon. Okay, so I'm not going to give you full commentary on everything that we see around us, but I will see it a little bit, understand that, and this is instruction from Jesus, this is not my opinion. He's saying that he wants you to create your own visual that will be comfortable for you to go back to so that you can revisit this. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, we are entering into these beautiful gardens. There's a night sky above us. There's a coolness in the air. There are beautiful olive groves and hanging trees. And we're walking along a pathway. At this point, Jesus is asking you to please notice that your clothing will have changed. You are standing in white robes. He wants to reiterate this is not a religious connotation. The white robes are simply a sign of purity and a truce, in a way, a symbol of making peace, the white flag of peace. We are barefoot and we are walking down this path. Jesus is asking you to look around and see what you can see, what types of trees there are. He wants you to anchor this image into your mind while you're walking. So I can see olive groves and stone walls on the one side with a little, what looks like a pond. Get clear on your vision of these gardens around you. Create what feels comfortable and happy for you. Once you are there, start proceeding further down. We are walking down a little slope. And in front of us is the most beautiful fruit orchard. Jesus is asking you to stop in front of a tree and pick off a fruit that's in your orchard. Taste the sweetness and the bounty that the earth offers you, the abundance that is around you. Start walking through the path. Through rows and rows of abundance and beauty, natural nourishment for the soul. And as you're nearing the end of the path, you're going to see a beautiful big pool of water. The healing waters of Babylon. Jesus is saying that all you need to enter these waters is a clear mind, clear intention, and a good intention. The desire to release all that no longer serves you, all that holds you back, all the anger you carry. And this is his wording. Let me be clear. These healing waters are non-discriminatory. These waters will heal past life energies. They'll heal childhood energies. They will release you of so much energy. You just need to ask. At this point, Jesus is encouraging me to take sandals off and to step into the waters, to wade into the waters, and to stand. He's showing me neck deep. Feel the water surround you in every single angle. As you're standing in those waters, move your body in a way that is comfortable for you. Put your arms out and swing it around. Shake loose all of the energy that you have intended to let go of. Intend that you're shaking it off your body, that you're letting it go into these waters that will transmute it. They'll transmute it into beautiful clear water that will heal. They'll heal you with the release, and they'll nurture the land and water the land for nourishment. Spend some time in these waters. When you feel like you have rid yourself of this level of energy that you are able to release, to unburden yourself of, dunk yourself right under. Symbolically rinsing yourself of all the impurity that you entered the water with. All of the heartache, the grief, the sadness, the pain, the anger, the jealousy. There is no judgment. Whatever it is that you need to release, let go into the waters. Before you exit the waters, give gratitude for what you have experienced and what you have been able to release. Step out. And feel into the ease of a body released of so much, a soul that's lighter. As you walk back up your garden path, getting to where you need to go, it's really important that you continually give gratitude, not just for what you've been enabled to do, but the gratitude around you, the beauty around you, everything that you've been able to experience in this. When you have reached the end of the path and you're ready to come out, you're ready to come back, Jesus wants you to know that this is your sacred space of healing now. This is your place to come to when everything feels overwhelming, when everything feels hard, to just call on for some help, your team, your guides, your angels, whomever you're wanting to work with, and get yourself into the garden. Walk through the garden for a little bit. Feel the energy of the grass under your feet, the trees around you, tasting the fruit. The balance of energy in you receiving the healing comes in the form of you being the best version of yourself, the kindest version of yourself. It is incredibly important that we move forward from this with kindness and love, that we be examples of what the world needs. more of. Please go back to that energy of Jesus reminding us that we are the mothers of the world, male or female, our divine feminine energy. This world needs to be taken care of now. The human race needs to be taken care of now. As you come back into your space, we give thanks for Jesus being with us today, for affording us the opportunity to hear the messages, for this beautiful healing modality now that we can add to our space. I truly hope that everyone who does reach, whoever this message gets to, really does activate such an extreme level of kindness that others around you can't help but adapt to the same energy. That we lead by example, that we go forward and we show people that there is so much good still in this world. There is so much decency and love and kindness and empathy. I understand that this has not been a normal video, and it's not my normal videos, but I was so unprepared for this today, guys, so I'm really hoping it went okay. I was very unprepared for this. I really thought I was going to be doing the Baba Yaga little journey into removing any blockages, but we will do that maybe tomorrow. So much gratitude for the Ascended Master Jesus stepping forward to today to assist us and to be with us. I'm sending you all so much love. I'm hoping that you all have the most beautiful rest of your week. I will be doing some more work online in the next couple of days, and I do know that Kalima wants to do an end of year clearing. So for those of you who are keen to really let go of stuff before the end of the year, I know Kalima will be stepping forward with that as well, which will probably only be next week though. So guys, I love you all madly. I hope that you have a brilliant day. I hope that this has helped, and I'm sending you all the biggest amount of love. And my wish for you is that you get to experience so much kindness this week. Big loves, guys. Big loves.